Welcome to MarkN MUFC. LiveWatch RedDevilMode. But views match react. 20 times old United Road. Love Man United. The Saturn of dreams. Glory, glory, glory. Man United. RedDevilMode. Global Mancunians. Red Family. The time is Ike Jordan. MUFC. Global community. Like and subscribe.
Only on MarkN MUFC fan. Only on MarkN MUFC. Global Hawk MUFC. Only on MarkN MUFC fan.
Welcome to MarkN MUFC. LiveWatch RedDevilMode. But views match react. 20 times old United Road. Love Man United. The Saturn of dreams. Glory, glory, glory. Man United. RedDevilMode. Global Mancunians. Red Family. The time is Ike Jordan. MUFC. Global community. Like and subscribe.
Only on MarkN MUFC fan. Only on MarkN MUFC. Global Hawk MUFC. Only on MarkN MUFC fan.
Welcome to MarkN MUFC. LiveWatch RedDevilMode. But views match react. 20 times old United Road. Love Man United. The Saturn of dreams. Glory, glory, glory. Man United. RedDevilMode. Global Mancunians. Red Family. The time is Ike Jordan. MUFC. Global community. Like and subscribe.
Only on MarkN MUFC fan. Only on MarkN MUFC. Global Hawk MUFC. Only on MarkN MUFC fan.
Welcome to MarkN MUFC. LiveWatch RedDevilMode. But views match react. 20 times old United Road. Love Man United. The Saturn of dreams. Glory, glory, glory. Man United. RedDevilMode. Global Mancunians. Red Family. The time is Ike Jordan. MUFC. Global community. Like and subscribe.
Only on MarkN MUFC fan. Only on MarkN MUFC. Global Hawk MUFC. Only on MarkN MUFC fan.
Welcome to MarkN MUFC. LiveWatch RedDevilMode. But views match react. 20 times old United Road. Love Man United. The Saturn of dreams. Glory, glory, glory. Man United. RedDevilMode. Global Mancunians. Red Family. The time is Ike Jordan. MUFC. Global community. Like and subscribe.
Only on MarkN MUFC fan. Only on MarkN MUFC. Global Hawk MUFC. Only on MarkN MUFC fan.
Yo, it's your boy MarkN. Big up to everybody watching. You know what we are doing in the building today. It's Manchester United, and it's back. The season is going to get exciting. Preseason is beginning, the opening match, and we're here. We're going to be taking on Wrexham. It's not the biggest fixture, but it's not the entire starting 11 of Man United. Of course, we have some senior players there. Harry Maguire. We've had the likes of Lenny Euro coming in at right back as well. There's also interesting starts. Luke Shaw is there. You've seen the likes of Fletcher partnering, our new signing, Andrey Santos in the midfield. It gets interesting, folks. Xerxes starts up front. Dog who comes in on the left. And, of course, Brian Mbeumo is there off the right-hand side. Most of the players who didn't go to their national teams for the World Cup will be featuring today. And, of course, those who have been rested or those who are injured as well. It's going to be an interesting one, folks. Get ready. We're going to bring up the starting lineup in just a few seconds, folks. Sorry about that, of course. We're going to bring up that starting lineup so we can get and see who is coming in, what the teams are having, what are they offering, what is the plan, you know what I mean, what sort of formation we're dealing with. And, of course, Man United What are your thoughts, folks? Of course, you know, the transfer window is open. Man United have not done a great job so far. A lot of people are disappointed. You know what I mean? What are your thoughts in the comments? Let me know. How do you feel? Are you confident? Are you lacking confidence? Do you think that Man United has really done anything to support the manager? Are they totally just disappointing to you, you know, in terms of what you have seen or what you think the club needs? That is interesting, folks, because for me, I'm looking at it from the perspective that, you know, we may not sign some of the top signings that we expected. Of course, me, myself, expecting for us to sign the likes of Chouameni and those lot, you know, ending up with, you know, Andrey Santos and, of course, a Yuri Tielemans. It's not the most interesting time, but I can tell you, folks, you know, it's not signings that does not improve us. These signings certainly make us better, but in how much better does it make us? Is it where we want to be? I'm not too sure, folks. I'm not too sure. I can't say. You know, a lot of people are saying, well, it is what it is. It could be, but you know what I mean? It depends. All depends, folks. All depends. Manchester United coming up in this fixture, starting in just about 15 minutes. I expect them to be roaring and ready to go. You know what I mean? This is the Premier League season back again once more. And of course, it's in Helsinki. Helsinki Stadium, folks. Helsinki. You know what I mean? Checking out. Let's check out the starting lineups. Okay. So apparently, this is the starting lineup. Put this up on the screen so you guys could definitely have your say, see what's going on. Yeah, I know the stream was a bit late, folks. Happens. What the the troubles of using a PC. Hate these things. Folks, I don't know who likes PCs, but I think they're shit. You know what I mean? I think they shit. I think they shit. Anyway. Oh my God. Okay, so I'm not on the stage. Right, so starting lineup is there. Checking it out right now. As you can see, the back four of Lenny Euro. You know what I mean? Maguire, Luke Shaw, Tom Heaton is in goal. It's an interesting one. A lot of experience there. Eden Heaven as well coming in. Two youngsters with two senior players. It's going to be an interesting one, of course. This is off the Man United website. You know what I mean? Jack Fletcher, partners, Andrey Santos in the middle of the park. It's going to be an interesting one for the youngsters there. One on a debut, the other making his step from the youth setup into the senior setup as a player under, you know what I mean, none other than his godfather, Michael Carrick. Interesting times, folks. Interesting times. Brian Mbumo, senior in attack today, will be there alongside Mason Mount in the 10. And, of course, Dogu comes in on the left-hand side, like we were speaking of, and Xerxes up front. We take on Wrexham. What can these brothers do? Will they get the job done? Will it be a mauling? Will it be an upset? Will Wrexham take us to the brink? Will it look lackluster? What sort of performance do you expect, folks? I don't know about you guys, but I'm expecting Man United to do better, a lot better than most people would think that they would do, because we probably haven't signed some really big names and nice signings that may have given the fans a bit more confidence. But I think right now Manchester United is going to do a very interesting job in what they are about. And of course, the performance, well, it's left to be seen. You know what I mean? The players are getting ready to come out of the tunnel and make their way to the pitch. Of course, we're looking forward to seeing what's happening there. I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited to see what Man United has to offer for their performance today. The youngsters are on show. This will be the support, the backup, the other boys in the squad. You know what I mean? How are they going to be, that support that comes through behind the starting 11 and take Man United to a performance this season? It will be interesting, folks. It will be interesting. And I'm looking forward to seeing a decent performance. Hope to see some solidity, some good defending, good play going forward from the guys, some bravery, some physicality as well. You want to see some good performance because, to say, guys, this is what we have behind the starting 11. And of course, it needs to look good. They need to perform. They need to do us proud. You know what I mean? They need to represent Manchester United. So it's going to be interesting. And we're here for it. Definitely here for this. You know what I mean? Let me just change this around slightly. Because, of course, getting ready for the game to kick off. Certainly. Getting ready for that game to kick off. Dun, dun, dun. And it's Wrexham, Manchester United. It's going to be an interesting performance. What can the boys provide us with today? Guys, what are your thoughts? What are you expecting from Man United today? I know some of you guys have not been so excited about the teams, about what we've bought in the transfer window. But you got to be excited to see Man United play again after seeing so much weird things happening in the World Cup, if you know what I mean. You got to be excited for this performance today, folks. Got to be excited. I am a bit excited myself, looking forward to see what the Reds are about to do. The youngsters, how will they hold up? How will they come behind the starting 11? What will we need based on their performance? What should we add to the squad, knowing what players are returning from their vacations and from the World Cup shortly to join them? You know what I mean? As the squad grows in strength, as the season nears. The season is coming, folks. You know what I mean? Opening up the season against Hull City should be an easy opening fixture for Manchester United. You know what I mean? Contrary to all reports and considerations, Man United should be winning that game 6-7, 8-0. It should be like a warm-up, an exhibition match. You know what I mean? Not trying to be offensive to them, but I mean the mean, folks. You know what I mean? Harry Maguire wearing the captain's armband today. It looks like Lenny Yoro is playing right center back next to Harry Maguire. Eden Heaven is at the right back. And Luke Shaw is on the left. We got two youngsters on the right and experience on the left. Interesting. Very interesting. Andrey Santos wearing the number 17. My God. They gave him that number. That is something to change their reputation too, bro. Folks, I don't know about you, but I can't lie. This game is preseason. I don't know how much to expect from the lads today, folks. You know what I mean? I do expect a win, but I don't know. I think some people might be expecting some scintillated football, statement football that shows exactly what Michael Carrick is trying to do. Yeah, I don't know, folks. I don't know about that one. I think we will definitely see what he's trying to do. But, yeah, could get long. It could get very long. It could get very long. I need to get something to drink. I forgot. Oh, I do have something to drink. Folks, you know, your boy on tour these days, working hard, long hours. What can I tell you? You know, just got in yesterday, and I'm live this morning. I did get in this morning, to be fair, but you know, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good in the hood, peeps. You know how we do it. 4 minutes on the clock, waiting for these players to walk out. Will be interesting. And if you want to know the last 10 matches, well, it could be interesting. It could be interesting. It could be interesting. Who would you pick for your man of the match pre-game, folks? You know, it's really, really one of those, bro. Like, I'm still sleeping on myself. That's why I'm not chatty, folks. But, you know, as soon as the game kicks off, we're going to get into full swing. Stress not. You know what I mean? Man United and the new kit. Of course, I don't have the new kit on. I'm just wearing one of those Stones and Roses type kits. This was last season's version, if you know what I mean. Big up to all of you watching. Don't forget to smash the likes and subscribe. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, people. What's going on with my stream today? Shout out to Rich in the building. Bro, how are you feeling? How come you're not doing a live, bro? I swore down you would be doing a live watch for the preseason. Or are you busy doing other things? You know what I mean? I'm looking forward to see what Andrey Santos does. You know, I know a lot of people are not liking the signing. Yeah, but I think he might do well for Man United, bro. I can't lie. I think it might be a little bit of an overreaction based on the fact that, you know, players we were expecting to get the likes of like an Anderson or Tonali or a Turameni and these types. You know, I think a lot of people were really disappointed, and based on that, they're really upset. So they're lashing out. But I think the youngster will come in and prove himself. That's just what I'm thinking. Where to watch this game? Waiting for this game to go live is like waiting on Whitney Houston waiting to exhale, folks. Trust what I'm telling you. But, you know what I mean? We're here. 1 minute left. Match about to be kicked off. Players in the huddles talking. You know what I mean? Preseason things. Nothing too much to talk about. Stress about. Everything's all good in the hood. And we are about to kick, and we have off, folks. The game has kicked off. You know what I mean? The game has kicked off. I need to find this channel. Mad. Well, I could share this, you know, but that makes no sense. What's going on with that? What's going on? Still delays. And the match has kicked off, folks. Finally. You know what I mean? Finally, it has kicked off. Oh. It's a sign into MUTV. Fuck. Just watch this shit off my phone. Oh. Just gonna have to watch it off my phone, folks. Okay. In this moment, the app is updating, but the game is live, folks, and I'm waiting just for my app to update so I can watch this thing. Mad. Shout out to Stephanie Griffith in the building. Why do you think you're gonna lose? I don't know, bro. It's mad people, the haters. Be cool. It's against Wrexham, bro. You know what I mean? It's a preseason game. You're playing a bunch of youths in the team. Man United in possession right now. We're trying to sign to my account. Okay, cool. MUTV. business. Your boy has got the Manchester game live, and now I'm in the game. I need to get my drink ready. And yeah, folks, Steph, how you doing? Long time no see. It's been the World Cup. England got robbed. Portugal got robbed. Cabo Verde got robbed. Everyone's getting robbed. People are saying we're just hating. It is what it is, though. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It's just one of those times, guys. You know what I mean? Big up. If bro, I'll call in maybe. You know what I mean? Chat a little bit with you today. Be fun times. Need to open this. Oh, something to use an opener. Ugh. I'm not going anywhere, folks. We are here. I can't lie. Wrexham players are looking like they're going for broke. You know what I mean, folks? Interesting times. Man United now with a corner to defend. You can watch on MUTV if you got MUTV, folks. Good defending there from Man United. Good vocalization by the defensive team. Wrexham still there trying to ask some questions. Dorgu's pressing. Well tackled there by Andrey Santos. Oh, and Bumo caught there. Should be a yellow card. Looks like he was upended there. Holds his leg. He's getting back up slowly. Certain foul that. And Bumo looking like he lost some weight, maybe 2 stone going into the season. He's looking the fittest I've seen him since his debut season in Brentford, folks. I can't lie. He looks sharp. Xerxes looking lean as well. The Man United team in genuine looking very, very fit. You know what I'm saying? Folks, I got a new kit as well, you know what I mean? I just didn't wear it today. Oh, poor decision there from Lenioro. If you're going to let it run, make sure you pick it up. And the new Microsoft sponsor on the back of our kits, it's there underneath the numbers if you haven't seen it, folks. And Bomo. Euro now to Maguire. Man United getting far now. Euro plays in Maguire. Oh, Bomo. Unable to do it, but loses out there to the defenders. Euro getting forward well there, and Boom unable to get the ball to his teammate. Good work there for Mount and Santos. Ball played a lot too far ahead of Joshua Zirkzee there, folks. I don't know what they were thinking. You know what I mean? Sure. On to Dorgu. Dorgu looking forward for Zirkzee. Or was it Jack Fleck run? So interesting. You know, the twins, the Fletcher twins, one twin represents England, the other twin represents Ireland. You know what I mean? Tyler on the bench representing England on the 20s, and his brother going to the World Cup with Scotland. A dream front row seat to the World Cup exploits of Scotland this summer for one of the Fletcher brothers. While the other chilled. Interesting, interesting. Man United now playing the ball around. Maguire. Folks, should I drop the link in the chat? Do you guys want to chat about this game, about what you're seeing? You know what I mean? Dorgu now. All the way back to Tom Heaton. Harry Maggs. Luke Shaw looking for the runner and Bumo. Oh, poor touch there from Fletcher. Unable to take it forward with him. Yanior is caught free kick to Manchester United, folks. I mean, you know, it's an interesting encounter. United getting themselves a little bit more advanced in the last 2 minutes. You know, cagey starts as both teams, you know, try to show some form of athleticism early. But, you know, the pies, the cakes, you know what I mean? All that food and nice stuff that they ate on vacation is showing. It's showing still. It's showing still. Hangover from vacation. That's what it is. Brilliant tackle there from Eden Heaven after the mistake. Late clearance there, almost leading to Man United conceding there, but coming back strong, making a quality tackle. Jack shows too much of the ball to Lewis O'Brien there, gets it picked off him. Oh, man. Preseason. Guys got to be a little bit sharper, but, you know, preseason. We'll chalk that up. Chalk it up to preseason, folks. Concours clears. Offside. United will have a free kick. Yeah, definitely. 1 second, folks. I need to. United slowly taking control of this game now, folks. It's interesting, folks. Interesting. You know? Sure now. Maguire. Finding Mbumo. Mason Mount just losing out there. Jack Fletcher intercepting the ball, and Mbumo turning out of trouble, finding some room, unable to find a pass. Santos to Dogu. I don't know, folks, but I hoping somebody comes in to buy Mason Mount. This rubbish Mason Mount playing here just shows how shit he is, you know. Joshua Zirkzee fires a shot. Yo, some of these Man United commentators, yeah, they're against Man United because they like Mason Mount. Or Mason Mount has been shit the entire game. He losing the ball the entire time. I mean, it's preseason, but let's be real. It's time to go. Unfit for purpose at Man United is Mason Mount. Man United maintaining possession well. According to things, we're in control of the match right now, based on the eye test, based on the stats as well. Not a lot of intensity in it, but you know what I mean. You're not gonna have that type of intensity at this early stage of the preseason. Sexy Santos getting the ball around, spreading the ball around, finding Zirkzee very well. First time, second time, made a run into the box, didn't get a return. Who Mason Mount passing to? No one. Mason Mount passes the ball to no one. And a good move just like that. But it's preseason, folks. It is preseason. You know what I mean? So let's not stress. Let's not make any fuss. You know, Wrexham moving up to the big time right now. You know what I mean? They're getting themselves into the sort of the championship, I think. Good vibes for Wrexham and their meteoric rise, fairy tales, such situations. You know what I mean? Dogu, Luke Shaw, Eden Heaven now on the ball, finds Andrey Santos. Andrey Santos getting himself on the ball, tried to make a pass through, but it was intercepted there. Andrey Santos getting himself involved a lot, heavily in this first half. Zirkzee now, poor touch. Oh, poor touch from Zirkzee there. Mason Mount now finding Eden Heaven. Eden Heaven spraying it out left. Finding Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw now looking for someone. Maguire. No, you don't. Wrexham now unable to get past the half line as Man United seem to have drawn it there, the point of no return. Why did the referee just hold up play there, folks? I don't even know. Held it up there for no reason. Johnny Woodgate, Tom Holland, Michael Carrick. United's coaching staff is still growing, supposedly adding the likes of a Vidic. Lenny Euro now. Man United looking for some answers here. Lots of possession in the game. You know what I mean? But not that killer pass yet. Nothing to really light up the attack to facilitate some goals. Having a decent shot early from Joshua Zirkzee, but you know, just a bit of passing since then. Yeah, Nilo. Ball comes in. Well defended by Dan Scar. Jack needs to make that stick. Almost had it on the turn there, losing it out. Good touch from the Euro there, unable to squeeze it past the defender. Interesting. Man United looking to now make it count as we're nearing the halftime whistle. Man United trying to get themselves a goal. My internet is a bit low, folks, so my camera is going in. Don't mind that. I'm here. Your boy MarkN is in the building as Man United open their preseason campaign. Man United rest defense looking pretty good against Wrexham today. Like, of course, it's preseason, but you know what I mean. Definitely, I think we should be expecting the basics to be, solidified with this Man United squad in preseason. Ball through there. Poor ball from Luke Shaw. He could have stopped, looked, and he could have picked his options. He just passed it. Oh, of the pose, of the crossbar from Lenny Euro. Lots of changes to the new Premier League season, new rules and regulations, folks. We got to be abreast. Of course, we will be mentioning that in the next coming weeks. You know what I mean? Don't forget some new adjustments to certain rules and stuff like that. Ooh. Smith corner. Andrey Santos covering a lot of ground today, making some good defensive reads, good defensive, clearances. He's getting himself around the park really well, Andrey Santos today. Doing his job. And it's 1-0 Wrexham. Wrexham opens the scoring. Looks a bit offside, but it's 1-0 to Wrexham. Wrexham opens the scoring there. And Boomer with a turn there. Wrexham leading 1-0 now. Good work play. Nothing really to worry about, I'd say. But again, Man United must get themselves on the score sheet today, folks. Throw into Man United. Jack Flesher getting a little bit too much on that there. Xerxes trying to find Mbumo, pass unable to get there, but throw into Man United. Halftime here, guys. No extra time in the halftime. Exact 45 minutes. Wrexham leads. Man United a decent first half. Not a poor performance at all. Man United were in charge of the first half, by a long mile. Lots of control, lots of possession, few chances, not really making anything of it. And then Wrexham with really their only chance of the game, getting a goal. You know what I mean? The ball comes into the box, it goes through the legs of Harry Maguire at that point. It was there. But at the same time, a good performance, folks. A good performance so far, from the youngsters. Good mix of youth and experience. Definitely gives Man United a something of a nostalgic feel. So, guys, I don't know about you, but it could have been better. But let's see how the guys do in the second half. Let's see if they come in with some improvements. You know what I mean? You can't expect too much from the team first game back, but we certainly expect to not lose. So 2-3 goals, second half for me. All is well in the world. I don't know about you guys. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments, folks. Don't forget to keep smashing the likes. This is Man United's opening preseason fixture versus West Ham live. Watch along. Brought to you by MarkN MUFCFAN. You know what I mean. Oh, man. We need more. A little more. I think we need a little more. You know what I mean? Just now, Liverpool scousers, they're going to come in and talk about we're going to lose. Fox. Folks, Man United. What are your thoughts on Andrey Santos? Those of you watching on, let me know in the comments, guys. What are you thinking of Andrey Santos? Is Andrey Santos giving you something to think about? He's getting himself around the park pretty well, cleaning up some of the mess. You know what I mean? Getting himself carrying the ball forward, making some decent passes. He's broken the lines twice so far that I can remember. I think he's certainly putting himself as a discussion for an interesting signing, folks. Interesting, I would say. And interesting, I think, serves it right. What are your thoughts? I know many people didn't like the signing. Some people felt underwhelmed by it. Some people don't think the player has the quality to really show anything. Maybe in the second half you'll see a little bit more from him. That was definitely going to give us, a better account of what the Andrey Santos and Man United will be like. I'd expect Wrexham to be pretty pleased with themselves, leading 1-0 after, defending well for the majority of the first half, absorbing a lot of pressure from Man United, doing a lot of hard work without the ball in the first half, and then getting their chance and taking it. I think that's, very good. Congratulations to West Ham. Man United need to do better in the second half. What can I say, folks? This is the first day back. I think I'll drop the link. Anyone wants to come in and talk about Man United, what they think of the game, you're welcome to join me. Hey, Katamatri. Interesting times. Snapshot from Jersey. Think that would be the best chance for Man United in the first half. Mason Mount corner, they're not the best, but could have had a goal on the first corner. None other than that. Sam Smith there, loafing in the back post for a tap in, and it came. Second half, I expect United to come in and score a few goals and take the lead. I mean, I can see some building blocks in the first half, things that, links Man United together as a team. They've been playing pretty well, finding each other well, but not the finishing product yet. But I think Carrick will have a little small discussion with them in the first half, guys. It's going to be interesting to see what happens there. I think Carrick might make some changes. I don't know about you guys, but I expect to see one or two changes again in the second half. Maybe some more youngsters come into the team. What are your guys' thoughts on Lenny at right back, folks? You know, I mean, he may not be starting there when the season begins, but certainly an option. He's been getting up and down pretty well. He's been looking physically strong. You know what I mean? So far, what are your thoughts, guys? Looks like Cheeto Obi Martin might be getting himself warmed up to come into the game. Folks, it's getting interesting now, the youngsters are coming in. Can Man United youngsters do the job? Wholesale changes for Man United, although we went down one goal. It's not about the result. Again, folks, we will probably get bantered for the result, but what can I say? Guys, what are you thinking? The youngsters of Man United are on the pitch now. Can they do the job? Changes for Wrexham now, changes for Man United as well. Wholesale changes to the squad list. Let's see if I can get you guys the list of changes for the Manchester United squad as well as the Wrexham squad. Looks like for Man United, the wholesale changes will include Shea Lacey, Ethan Williams, Jaden Campson, Dan Gore Jr., Toby Collier, Harry Amas, and Jack Fletcher's brother Tyler as well. Vitek comes in goal for Manchester United. Harry Amas, Jacob Devaney, Jaden Camerson, Jack Fletcher and Toby Collier, Shea Lacey, Dan Gore, Ethan Wheatley up front. Chido Obi Martin will probably be a later substitution in the game as Ethan Wheatley gets the nod ahead of him. 11 changes for Manchester United, folks. You have to be excited. Jack Fletcher is the captain of the youngsters on the pitch right now for Man United. You know what I mean? Dan Armour, the centre back, lots of reports about him, folks. You know, it's very possible Dan Armour could be being featured in Man United's campaign this season as a promoted youngster. Lots of talk about his ability on the ball, his ability to make passes, you know, find and switch the play. Strong left foot from the youngster. Very, very good with his left. Man United youngsters comfortable with playing the ball around right now, taking their time, not making in any rush at all. Very, very composed, getting themselves a knock. Radel Vitek as well is there, possibly joining Man United's first team as the third string backup this season, as Tom Heaton will be moving to the coaching staff. The lads playing the ball around the park, keeping it well and true. You know what I mean? I could be a little bit frustrated, but again, I'm thinking the youngsters trying to find their rhythm, trying to find themselves. You know what I mean? Taking their times, just losing the ball there. As I said that, commentators curse, I guess. Man United youngsters now just losing out of the ball possession there. Man United, full 11 changes, folks. Only youngsters, all under 20s, under 18 players. Dan Gore Jr. is there. Young Manchester United side not showing any fear, playing with the ball, keeping the ball, passing it around very well. Can they equalize for Man United? Dribbles from Lacey. Collier tries to play it around. Harama sandwich there between two senior players from Wrexham. Shout out to Nems in the building. Are you coming to see tears, bro? What are your thoughts? Big up to you, Nems. I got 11 youngsters on the park. Toby Collier just winning the ball back there for Man United. Sweeping up United, coming in from the deep in midfield there. Man United getting themselves playing themselves out of problems right now. A little bit more zip in the passing from these youngsters. No fear. Good to see, folks. Good to see. Maintaining a whole host of possession is this Young United side here. Controlling the tempo of the game, but they need to turn that into something positive going forward. Oh, unable to bring that down is Harry Amas. Disappointed is he? Dando brought down there by the Wrexham player in the midfield of the park. Unable to hold on to him. No choice but to just bring him down. United now. I don't know, folks. I don't know. According to this game, yeah, your boy is so focused on this game. Focused. Looking to see what the youngsters are going to do that I forget to talk. Sorry about that, folks. Sorry about that. Man United now, well in possession. I can't lie. I don't understand why Vitek hasn't been made our second string goalkeeper. He's been so good. Can Ethan Weekly get Man United an equalizer? The youngster. Definitely going to be an interesting one to see if United can get an equalizer. Throw in here now from Harry Amas. Well taken down. Ball cleared up to the middle of the park. Toby Collier squeezing out the Wrexham player there, just committing a slight foul. United's youngsters defending really well. Really, really well, folks. It's very interesting to see how well the youngsters are defending. You know, you would expect them to have conceded before or something like that, but they've done a better job than the team before them in their defensive capabilities so far in what they've shown. Man United. Since the start of the second half, the youngsters have been working so hard. Can they get a goal, folks? Can the young Man United team get a goal? It would be great. Man United still in possession. Not done yet. The youngsters definitely trying their endeavor best. Good performance for them so far. Promotion chasing sides. Jaden Camerson now providing that width for Man United, getting them down the flank. Good running from him. United focusing on that right-hand side. Armour, Devaney, Camerson, Fletcher, Armour. Patience of a virtue, my guys. This young team has shown a lot of patience so far, maintained a lot of possession, a lot of connecting passes. Teamwork at its best, folks. Teamwork at its best. Man United now looking for an equalizer. Youngsters asking questions here. Dango, Lacey stretching. Thomason touch a little bit too heavy there. Jane Camerson picking up the first yellow card of the game there. Little bit late. I don't know if that's a yellow card, referee, but you catch him, but nah, that's not a yellow card. Referees are madman, yes. I guess the officiating team need to have a little bit of how to call it, practice too. Well saved by Vickett. Well saved there to keep Man United in the game. Collier foul, clearly tugged. That should be a yellow card for Wrexham. He's not getting it out though, but that's a clear foul. Some referees, they don't know how to ref the games, boy. United now resuming play. Interesting, folks. Interesting, folks. Man United now, 68 minutes played. Most comfortable on the ball, maintaining a lot of possession in the second half, but nothing to show for it just yet, folks. We still trail 1-0. I don't know, folks, but I would love to see Man United youngsters put a goal on this ball on this score sheet in the next 5 minutes, folks. Alex Moore comes in for Wrexham. Last 21 minutes of the game. United youngsters now. Oh, finally, that created by the youngsters. Unable to get it to Wheatley there. United win the ball in the middle of the park again. Will they go forward now? Ball comes in. Too deep for Wheatley. Can the youngsters find an equalizer? Ball comes into the box from... Well caught there by Radel Vitek there. Almost there for Manchester United. Harry Mass with the ball in. Wheatley stabbing at goal, unable to get enough purchase on it to get it past the goalkeeper, though. Yeah. I don't know, folks. United now advancing. Strike comes in. Not enough purchase on that there from Dan Gore Jr. Lacey doing well there. Man United now with a corner. Can this be the equalizer? Little too deep. I think we should take more shots, folks. I don't know. But we're not taking any shots. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro. We need to take more shots on this team. We play a lot of passing, a lot of possession, but we're not taking enough shots. Yo, bro, the youngsters not doing too bad, you know. Lots of possession, lots of passing, lots of good decisions being made. Yeah, he probably did, bro. Them brothers playing better than some of them men who were playing the first half. Shut up the chouse in the building, bro. Yeah, I was cooking, bro. Cooking some callaloo, bro. But I took so much okras I cook callaloo. My only criticism of the game is that we had to take more shots. But lots of interesting performances, you know what I mean? A lot of these youngsters showing good potential. Oh! Almost there. Good bit of play from the youngsters. Someone just needed to stick the ball in the back of the net. I think so too, bro. A little bit. Yeah, that's just me. But but Cunha is past, man. Cunha is past. Cunha didn't play today, you know. Andrew Santos, I think he looked well today. Hey, bro, what do you think about Andrey Santos today, bro? I think Andrey Santos in the first half gave a decent account to himself. Got around the park well, made some good challenges, made some good passes, kept the ball well. You know what I mean? Good ball over the top there, a little bit too much, not enough curl on it. One minute of added time. Ethan Wheatley, good cross into the box there from the striker. Should have been in the box receiving that cross. Penalty! The referee rave already penalty? Nah, man, referee, man. How is that not penalty? I don't know, folks. No, I don't. That was a normal game, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I think even if the starters had go on for 15 minutes, they would have scored. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where I just feel like it just gave the starters and the senior players that sense of urgency. You know what I mean, fellas? I think this game gave the sense of urgency to the senior players because you know you need to be clinical. You need to take your chances when you get your chances. I mean, it's preseason, it's the first game back. You know what I mean? Full wholesale changes in the second half. So it's not one of those games where Man United was a full team of starters for both halves. It was just the starters in the first half. Well, really a lot of subs and some starters that would play normally in games who started the first half. You know, they're playing against the best 11 from Wrexham, to be fair. Most of, you know what I mean? And we should have scored 2 goals in the first half, but we didn't, and we conceded a goal from a decent work play. It wasn't a sensational goal or anything by any means, but Man United did dominate possession in both halves. We were the better team in both halves. We just were unable to create a moment to score a goal. And I think, you know, the youth team was even better because they came into that second half and they limited Wrexham to like 2 chances alone in the entire second half. They dominated possession. They had them camped in their own half for at least 15 minutes. It's just I think they weren't taking enough shots, you know. But you know, a decent preseason game. You know what I mean? I can't really say I'm disappointed that we didn't score. You know, we could have scored or we couldn't have scored. It's just one of those things, you know. But I see good performance. It wasn't, you know, from the United team all around. Good performances in a sense. So yeah, decent one, you know. And we move to the next one, folks. Big up to each and everyone watching. Smash a like, and I'll be back later with a transfer update. Hope you guys have a great one.
Welcome to MarkN MUFC. LiveWatch Red Devil Mode. But views match reacts. 20 times Old United Road. Love Man United.